of the great things about Taiwan is that you can see so many different places in a short, inexpensive way. So we hashed a plan with a few buddies to rent a car and go on a road trip with a plan to end up somewhere in Taitung. Our first stop was a place called Yilan, where we'd spend the night eating and drinking, of course.
Huge chunky noodles, lots of pork. It's good. Yeah.
We're doing a road trip.
We're in the Kavalan whiskey distillery in Yilan, which is a city about an hour and a half from Taipei. And we're here visiting for the night before we continue on our crazy journey for the weekend.
You've all seen distilleries before. Let's get to the drinking.
After the whiskey tasting, you can just take a quick little power nap, apparently. Yeah. Everyone else is doing it.
It's 400 NT for 4 shots of any kind of whiskey, by the way, which works out to be like 12 bucks for 4 whiskeys.
And it's not like, oh, you can only choose from these ones. You can pick like the top shelf of Kavalan whiskey.
Just take 4 of the best.
Yeah.
And then do 4 of the second best.
Yeah.
This was the best one right here. Can you see it? You probably can't see it. Whatever, doesn't matter. I feel like I have to give you a little background. So we went on a road trip. We're staying with our 2 friends, Min and Gavin. Min's parents are the people we're staying with. They're cooking for us and DDing for us. And they own a sex shop, and we're staying behind the sex shop, which is super cool. Check it out.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's now Aston.
Interesting. Get a colorful array of dicks. That's Gavin. And that's Min. Yep. And Min's family is nice enough to host us for the evening.
The night started off very calm as you would expect, but slowly and steadily, as the various bottles of spirits and beer continued to appear, so did all of our alter egos, and eventually the camera had to go away.
Should I do it slower?
Hot sake? Alright. Yeah, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
It's just that nip soda.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Marsha.
Alright.
Jamel, how you feeling? How do you feel?
Not great. I had a lot of sake, a lot of gallion last night. I'm trying to recover from our Taiwanese barbecue sake extreme experience last night. I had 2 breakfasts. That's how hungover I am right now.
I only had 1 breakfast, but I'm about to lose 1 dinner.
Oh God. Ew.
Back in the car again. If only I was driving an isolation chamber.
Pee break, puke break.
I get motion sick, and that's windy as fuck.
Yeah, that's an extreme road for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go puke.
It's probably the world's best road for driving though. Like, it's so much fun for a driver.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
A little risky, but
The best roads are. Yeah.
We want you, Jamel.
Huh?
We want you.
If you watched our Hualien vlogs, then you'll find this interesting. We're stopping at a gas station. We're passing the same house. Do you recognize that? Maybe from our Instagram. We stopped here on scooters with Aiden and Haley, and we all took pictures of that house because it was like a really clear day. And you could see all the way up the mountain, which you can't today. It's kind of neat. Nostalgia. We made a sausage stop on the Ode Rip.
on the odor. Oh God.
If you remove the first letter of anything, it sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds more hardcore.
Where are we?
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Feels that way.
Car.
We're in Hualien. I think we're still in Hualien.
But that's like the
Still in
county.
Hualien?
We're in the county of Hualien.
I think it's like South Hualien.
This town.
What is mountain? Ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mountain Ocean Town.
Yeah.
We're near.
That's accurate.
I saw it. That's probably the closest.
Shit ping?
Shipping.
Yeah.
Come get in our Ford.
Okay, we can't keep all of you.
Yes, we can.
Sauce is too sweet for me.
Oh yes, I like it.
Aaron, can you introduce our car?
This is the Fiesta de Ford.
And here's the damage right there.
This We're in Liho, right?
Liho.
Liho.
It's hello in Taiwanese.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's like the opposite of aloha.
I can drink a whole bottle.
Yeah, sort of.
And we have our own room
And our signature alcohol.
just for us. We have our own alcoholic and our own room.
This is our version of.
We're trying to find our own way to the beach. So if you're watching and you end up here, this isn't the way. That's a dead end. Also be careful for the dogs. They're like fucking bench pressing and shit. They look mean. See? See? All kinds of dangers about.
Well, that one looks like Scooby-Doo.
It kind of does.
This is called being a responsible adult.
Yeah. Or just using your rental appropriately.
You weren't drinking and driving though, I'll give you that.
I was drinking and pedestrianing.
Not much of a swimmer, to be honest. More of a beach drinker and cigar smoker. It's pretty sweet. There's Aaron and Gavin. They're in the water, not surfing, no surfboard, not worth it. There's our girl Jamal, who's doing the beach drink like me. There's Min doing yoga. And then there's Eugene, going out of control with rocks. Playing Smash the Rocks with a frisbee.
Overcompensating for the wind.
A little bit close.
The
But
wind didn't show up. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't.
yeah, it's like a bad date. This game is getting out of hand. We're-
I thought it was on camera.
you are. What are you fucks doing?
Waiting.
I was about to finish that sentence and I had water in my mouth.
Night fell quick. It's dark AF now,
Yeah.
and it's time to go get food.
There's a Hello Kitty section. And it's pink.
Oh my god, look at her stupid little face. Just want to punch you in the face.
She's begging for it. She's like, oh no, don't punch me.
This is Yilan. Kind of like a suburb of Taitung, right on the beach border, and it's got really excellent surfing. And we just checked out the surf this evening. There were some really solid barrels coming in about 4 to 5 feet. Very nice.
Oh shit.
Yilan.
Dulan.
It was worth the wait.
What do you got there, Jamel? What is that? Look how happy she is. The plan right now is to go to the place that rents surfboards for Gavin. We're planning to go there and buy a drink and schmoozle.
And be like, ooh, I hear you run surfboards.
Yeah,
I
like,
love
you're so
surfing
awesome,
and I love
dude.
you and your
like,
drinks are great.
oh, like if only we could rent them for cheaper.
Ooh,
And then
we don't have money, but we have dreams.
Exactly. Vin, what's the result?
something, and then I think coming back tomorrow for it.
Did he get a
He meets a
discount?
friend. No.
Oh!
It was a long day of leisurely activities, and so we just went back to our hostel and continued to drink, eat, and smoke until it was time to go to bed.
Look how creepy this thing is. There's no actual chin here. It's completely flat. And it's creepy. Look at it. Look at this face. Look at the face. It's fucked.
It's Amadeus 2.0 again.
Yeah. Well, what could have been a beautiful beach day, for me it's gonna turn into a car repair day. Maybe not the whole day. So turns out the best way to deal with this is to just bring it back to the rental company and let them handle it, like after the weekend. But we wanted to see what it would cost to get it fixed on our own so that the rental company can't gouge us. 2000-ish NT, not bad. It's like 80 bucks Canadian. I can live with that. Okay, let's go to the beach. Eugene's been here, as you can see. Eugene, what country are you from?
Canada.
Erin is taking surf lessons from Gavin. So this will be interesting. I think she can do it. I think she'll also hurt herself. Thinking about doing a surf lesson. You know me and swimming. Much prefer like the hot tubs and pools. This looks like imminent death. Eugene, in 12 and a half words or less, can you describe to the good people of YouTube what we're doing?
12 and a half less. We put rocks on rocks and throw things at them.
All right, that is less, so that
That is,
all right.
yeah.
I was hoping you'd hit the 12 and a half mark, kind of a bit of a challenge.
Because, fuck it.
That's good. I like it.
That's 12.
I like it. So anyway, here's the rocks that we've stacked over there. And we have to throw the frisbee and knock over the rocks. But you have a teammate standing on that side who's allowed to hit the frisbee into the rocks. And anytime you succeed, the other team has to drink. For example, Gavin. This is what dudes do when women are sleeping. What time is it?
3:15.
Is that a guess?
That
Doesn't
is a
really
guess.
matter. It's 3:15 and we've burnt out of beach things.
No, I'm not going to. I think
We haven't burnt out on beer, so we're gonna go back to the hostel after Gavin goes in for another
One more sesh.
We're gonna crush beer, maybe hot spring, maybe nothing. Who knows? Oh, made it back. Had a shower. Got the sand and sweat and salt out of my ass. And now there's no plan. But everything I do on my camera makes it just sounds like, listen. It sounds like it's full of sand. So that might be an issue. It'll be alright. Hey, Amadeus.
Yeah, Amadeus, you're the man.
Little Mozart there, just fucking ripping on the piano.
Yep, for a rip.
Hey, you ripping? Sure now. Did you get a little sun or?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm very red.
She's scorched.
Oh man.
You like match the 7-Eleven behind you.
We stopped for a quick bite and went for a nap. This is where the last normal thing happened that night.
Oh, had a lovely nap. And in typical Vaughn and Bibby fashion, we're grabbing some road beers at 7-Eleven. And then we're gonna check out a thing called the Sugar Factory, where they presumably make sugar.
It was like a 99 NT drink. It's expensive. I thought it was 30.
How much was it?
99.
What? Is it made of gold?
Enjoy washuku.
Is it the tears of angels?
Could be. Could be.
Aaron also made the same mistake.
I did.
The sign was wrong.
It said 30 NT. I was like, that's a steal for an IPA in Taiwan.
Jarrell,
Okay,
buy
it's,
this beer.
it's delicious.
Cardamom too.
Yeah.
Doesn't work now. Good observation.
Still looking for a drummer. Where's our drummer? There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and
It's art, so it's open to interpretation,
this thing
they say.
called
We're trying to convince Gavin here. They keep asking for a drummer. He does not play drums, but he's a highly spirited individual, rhythmic, some might say. And we're trying to
practice
look at
in the
this
air.
shit.
Yeah, I got loose wrists.
So we're trying to convince him to be the guy that goes and plays drums.
I don't think it's appropriate. This is like a retiree
100%
like
it's
Jeopardy
appropriate.
watching appropriate audience band.
That's why you
think
gotta,
this works for
you
you.
gotta beat some life into them via the drums.
If it's just a bongo, if it's an actual
It
drum
is,
set with
dude.
drumsticks,
It's a
It is.
bongo.
Look, I can see
Yeah.
it. You can see it. Oh, they have nothing now, so they're gonna be happy with something.
I'll take anything.
Even if you just do this, you know,
You just gotta smile.
it'll make everyone on YouTube happy. Look, they're all about to hit subscribe.
Ah,
That's how they found their singer.
God. The singer looks like a house elf with a hairnet. I don't want to go on there.
So we haven't quite convinced him yet, but there's still hope for this one.
Those guys really are. We're a different generation. I feel like I'm from Chihuahua.
Dude, is this the giant? Is this a giant Chihuahua?
I think it is.
Look at it. It's,
Genetically modified.
look at its eyes are like bulbous, just like a Chihuahua. Are you a massive Chihuahua? Are you a steroids Chihuahua? Yes, you are. You're a steroids Chihuahua. That's the lead singer, and he just convinced Gavin to drum.
That I was like,
So now Gavin's gonna drum. This is you right
I'm
here.
gonna be playing those drums right there.
How do you feel about it? Are you nervous? Are you alright?
No, I feel pretty tribal. But
I know, dude. It's gonna be so
It'll
heavy.
be fun.
This is gonna be awesome. I've never been more excited about anything in my entire life.
Everyone's like, yeah, drummer, but he's like, it's his first time.
I think the lead singer is angry right now. He does not look happy. Oh yeah, he's not pleased about something.
no more terror, no more fear, no more shedding mother's tears.
My favorite is that
Sons
now
and
they're playing
daughters who
original
were
songs.
lost in war,
Something that Gavin won't recognize.
corporation. We're making toxic waste. We need a
The greatest thing is that he's never played the drums in his entire life, but he's doing better than the singer is.
Who's been singing his entire life.
Just, I get the vibe that the singer's ready to knock somebody out.
Yeah, he ain't a happy guy.
Yeah, he's
I'm
mad.
just waiting for him to be like, appreciate my music, and like just freaking at everybody.
You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ding dong. You can ring my bell.
The band kept asking for a sound guy. I guess they were missing one of those too. And Eugene kindly volunteered my services.
I feel like my artistic side has been expressed in full.
Good, man.
Thanks. They want me to keep playing. I was like, I have to go pee. I really do have to go pee.
It's alright. I need this.
Then Eugene offered to do some interpretive dancing.
Yeah, no problem. Police said no drums.
Dude, you were just too much for
Police said turn it down and no drums. That was their
And then Aaron joined in the dance movement, of course.
Well, it's so.
And it wasn't long until all of us, in one way or another, were involved with this, whatever you call this.
Have you heard of Barack Obama?
Yeah.
That was me. I am Barack Obama.
This place, it just won't let us leave, is packed full of weirdos.
But that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of like people watching that you can't do anywhere else.
Yeah, it's a very interesting place here.
Yeah, Highway 11. That's where
Oh
it's
my
at.
god. You guys gotta come here. If you're in Taiwan, you have to come here. It's happening again.
Student, that's okay.
There's warm beer, but cheap beer, and better entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
We lost our lighter and had to borrow one off of the sleeping naked Gavin.
You did say it like that.
Life is happening.
Kill from the ground?
Yeah. Well, it's time to go. Had a nice breakfast.
I don't know if that will help or not.
We're all feeling a little rough, but it's gonna be a long drive, so plenty of time to relax. Vagina cave.
Vagina cave.
Eugene, what are your thoughts on the Vagina Cave?
I have none. Disappointment. Pain, sunburn.
We're home, as you can see. I didn't vlog much because, to be perfectly honest, there was way too many things to like juggle, and it's raining out, and I just
This is juggling.
But I'm hungry, and I've been driving all day, like looking at the road and
Yeah.
sitting
did a
in
good
one
job.
position for 6 hours.
He conquered those mountain roads pretty fucking well.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.